कर्तृत्व भोक्तृत्व नियंत्रित्व विवर्जितं सकलागम संवेद्यं नित्यानंद गुरुं.
We will work on the cosmic layer. In this body there is no engrams. Understanding few truths are more than enough to liberate you. Understanding these few truths and internalizing is what I call initiation. Understand these few truths. Step by step, just understand. You will see the clarity, understanding, all these things happening inside you about the major things of your life. First truth I wanted to share is, for all our problems, many, I can say majority, most of our problems, mind is responsible. That's the first truth. Second, let us analyze and understand what is mind. I'll give you a simple diagram how the mind happens and how we think and all that. See how the thoughts flow in us. Like this, different shapes, different way, different. Just continuously it will be flowing. Trying to present how the thoughts flow in us. See, some thoughts will be related to joy, some will be related to suffering, some will be related to worrying, some will not be related to anything, just inconsistent. Means you will not be able to make anything out of that statement, out of that thought. You can say, some will be related to joy, some will be suffering, some will be just worrying. Means you just do not know, it's there. Some will be very broken thoughts, not complete thoughts. Some will be again joy, some will be again suffering. Just like this, very inconsistent, different thoughts will be flowing in a different way. Usually, how our mind works, please understand, this is the main thought flow with a different inconsistent, irrational thoughts will be just flowing. If you look inside how it flows, it will be just flowing inside. Most of them unconnected, illogical, independent and irrational. If I have to give one example, if you see a dog in the street, suddenly you will remember all the dogs with which you are very friendly or you had fear in the young age. Then the memory of young age. Then the teacher with whom you studied in the young age. Then where you are staying. If you see logically, there is no connection between the dog you are seeing in the street and the teacher with whom you studied in the young age. Just you slipped. There is no logical connection. If you see inside, this is the way it is flowing. Just illogical, irrational, independent, inconsistent, completely unconnected. They are just flowing. You don't know what for, what reason. Usually if you ask people, what is your life, how is your life? You can always see, at least from my experience I can say, whoever I ask, no, you don't know Swamiji, nobody should suffer like me. Nobody will have the suffering like me. If somebody has suffered like me, they would have become long before mad or committed suicide. Please understand, your life is not, as you think, always a long suffering. There were so many beautiful things, but you continuously connect all that pain incidents, all that pain memory, and create a shaft. Your life is a long pain. That is what I call pain shaft. In your life, you can see, here there is few suffering, few just baseless thoughts, few worry, few joy, so many things are happening. But you will pick up all the suffering and imagine life is suffering. This is what I call pain shaft. But you forget, between these many suffering memories and incidents, there are a lot of beautiful, joyful things were also happening. Unfortunately, you don't see the reality as it is. You just pick up and see. The big problem is, the moment you decide your life is a long pain shaft, long pain, you are ready to suffer forever. How? See, the moment you decide your life is a long pain, now, even in the present moment, you will be waiting for painful incidents. Like a conveyor belt, so many things will be going in front of you in your life. Some good, some bad, some unclassifiable, some which you cannot even say worry, or so many things will be flowing in your life. But because you have a clear conclusion, life is suffering, you will pick up only the suffering. See, I told you. Life is suffering. See, I am proving. This Swami from Bangalore came and said, life is not suffering. But see, my life is suffering. Maybe his life is not suffering. My life is suffering. The moment you have some conclusion about the past, please understand, your understanding about the past is very important, because that is going to set a trend about your future. For example, till yesterday you know you can't fly, you can only walk. So because of that, you know for sure from tomorrow also you are not going to fly, you are only going to walk. Maybe you can walk fast or you can run, but the tomorrow's base, the basic trend is already set based on the ideas you carry about your past. Same way, if you are clear, your past was pain shaft, it is pain, then you already set a base, from tomorrow also it is going to be pain. Unfortunately, the idea you carry about your past is not truth. It's not right. You are not looking into it. And you think it is not necessary to look into it and correct. You think, oh, it's okay, forget about past. Let us see about future. Understand, you are not, even if you say this to yourself, let me forget about past and let me see the future, you are not going to forget completely. The basic ideas which you created about you in the past, that is going to continue to be the base for your future. Instead of understanding this, instead of working on this, we have big problem. We have big, I can say negligence. That's the right word. Negligence, understand, if you carry the idea your whole past was suffering, pain, first thing, it's a lie. It's not truth. Nobody can live only with suffering. Understand? There is some hope. For example, in your whole past, I'll give you an example of, if your past is 30 years, if you have spent 20 years in pain, suffering, At least 10 years of hope and inspiration should have been there between the 20 years. Otherwise, you will not survive. You will not be alive. You cannot recoup. You cannot stand up again. So if you are dropping, see, one guy came and told me, Swamiji, 11 times I stopped smoking. Means what? 11 times you started again. Same way, if so much of time was spent in pain, suffering, so many times you stood up again. So many times you had confidence again. So many times there was some reason which gave you the hope again. Unfortunately, we edit all these scenes where we had rejuvenation, where we had hope, where we had joy, where we had inspiration to stand up. We edit. See our whole past as a suffering. First thing, it's a lie. It's not truth. Second thing, it's a very dangerous lie. Because this lie is not going to be just about our past. It is going to put its nose in your future. It is going to be stretching itself in your future. Very dangerous. A small experiment we will try now. Just sit for 3 minutes and write whatever comes in your mind without editing. Please understand. In that same Samskara notebook. Please listen first. Then you can start. Please listen. First thing, please listen. We will now take a photograph of your mind. Do not edit. Do not judge. Do not stop. Do not criticize. Whatever comes, suddenly you will see nothing is coming. I am empty. Write that. See, these fellows are shouting outside without having sensitivity. Write that. Whatever comes, whatever goes, suddenly you will see. If I get bonda, it will be really nice. Gongura chutney, nothing like it. And then I think I should go to Biddi Ashram. And you don't know why they are coming. Just write as it comes, in the same language it comes. Let's see the photograph of your mind. Write just for 3 minutes. Whatever comes in the same language. Please don't change the language or grammar. Sometimes you will see the broken thoughts. They don't even make any sense. Just 2-3 words will appear. House, dog. You don't know how the house and dog is connected. Whatever comes, just write. Do not edit or do not try to suppress. Do not try to logically make sense. Whatever is happening inside, just write as it is. It's like an unedited, uncensored version of your mind. Yes, relax. You can just read and see very clearly, experientially what I am talking. It is just to give you a glimpse. Is there any connection between what you are, is there any next? It is just a madhouse happening inside. See, you do not, because it is a madhouse, the main shaft is madhouse. Because of that, you pick up few things and wanted to have some clarity. So either you pick up all the pain and create pain shaft, or you pick up all, sometime rarely you do, all the joy and create a joy shaft. When you feel really confident, yes, I can live. I can handle this life. There is nothing to miss. There is nothing to lose. I can be confident. Either joy or pain. You create some shaft and try to live with it. Please understand. Either you create a pain shaft, oh God, my life is pain, it's a depression, and wait for things to suffer with pain. Or sometime, very rarely you create, no, I have so many wonderful things happening in my life. My life is joy. I can handle, I can deal with it. Confidence, joy shaft. The problem is, even if you have joy shaft, immediately the problem starts, you wanted that shaft to be with you forever. The moment you want that joy forever, you killed it. I have seen. Already I started receiving letters. Swamiji, do something, this joy should be forever with me. I should be like this forever. You already killed it. The moment you are greedy about the joy, you destroyed the joy. Please understand. See, bliss is choicelessness. When you are choiceless, bliss flows through you. The moment you choose bliss, you have chosen suffering. Any choice is suffering. Being choiceless in the flow is bliss. In these 4 days, through various methods and techniques and process, I am reconciling you with you. I am just bringing you to the choiceless space. Choice-free space. That is why you are feeling like settled, peaceful, joyful, all these things are happening. The moment you choose this, what will happen? You have chosen suffering. Whether you create a joy shaft, the end what happens? Suffering. If you create pain shaft, by itself, suffering. So any shaft is suffering. Understand? Any shaft is suffering. This is pain shaft. For example, sometime you will collect all the joyful incidents happened in your life. When you went for vacation, when you got married, when you had kids, that post photograph, where the photographer says, smile please, and you take that photograph, later on you sit with that photograph and think, those days, see, I was so joyful. You don't understand, when you are in the vacation at the spot, photographer told you to smile and then you smiled. You forget all that fact very conveniently. See those days, how joyful I was, how happy we were. And you go on. Sometimes the life when it is described really too much. If you create joy shaft again, because of the greed to retain, you will end up in pain. If you create pain shaft, already you are in pain. So any shaft you create, it is suffering. Understand the main source as it is, main flow as it is, only this is sufferingless. Any shaft you create is suffering. Let us understand this main source little more detailed way. This technical knowledge will be really helpful. The whole thing is available in YouTube. So you don't need to bother about taking notes now. This whole, the pain shaft, joy shaft, the whole thing with the diagram is available in YouTube. Actually in the YouTube I have put graphic diagram. So it will be a lot better than my handwriting. Now we are working on a new project all the major truths of Hinduism, Vedic tradition, like rebirth, karma, the vairagya, jnana, bhakti, all the things. We are making half an hour the animated presentation, with animation presentation. Any of you you can understand those concepts. If you want to teach to your kids, friends or family, anybody who is teaching the Vedic tradition, you can use it freely. The whole thing will be available. So, of course, these concepts are already available, already in the YouTube. So you can spend time with the YouTube and take notes. Now understand how the main source, that main thought current is happening.